Okay. So, let's see. Let's get this link. So, part 2. Just comment there. Yes, all is working. Thankfully. Of course, stopping the live stream means we have to wait for people to come back. That's okay. Got them open. Let me just get this link in here. Let me post the link. There we go. Posted the link in the chat of the other one, so whoever hasn't gotten over yet should be coming over. And I'm going to open the live stream for me over here again. That way I can see the chat. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing? Sneezing. Everyone looks stupid when they sneeze. Just your face explodes. Yeah, I much prefer being able to see myself moving and speaking when I'm on here. Hey there, punk rock. That's okay. My screen was being an ass. My cat was being an ass too. Just he likes to go up on my desk where he doesn't belong. Do you like weird food? I believe I do. I like to make Brussels sprouts and dip them in barbecue sauce. Weird combination. What got me into YouTube? Mostly I feel a need to express myself. I don't have a lot of close friends in my area. Yeah, maybe you did. I don't have a lot of close friends in my area, and YouTube gave me a way to express things that I felt I needed to say that I didn't always have someone around to discuss with, especially when it comes to the topics, the medical topics. Ligma. Now, I know this is one of those jokes you're trying to walk me into, so I'm gonna bite. No, what is Ligma? I knew it was the joke I was gonna run right into. That's okay. So this is one of the people that makes me laugh in my comments. I recognize how Mama raised from making jokes in my comments, and they're good when you can walk me into a joke. Top 3 favorite bands and why? It's really hard. I tend to cycle through different types of music that I like. One of my favorites, it's a rapper as opposed to a band. Her name is Kay Flay. She's got a lot of music I really like. Also Dorothy, I like a lot of her stuff. I listen to a lot of stuff in the indie category. I don't really have proper playlists anymore. I've got some Grandson, Cage the Elephant, 2 Feet, Arctic Monkeys, Glass Animals. So that's I used to listen to Tool. I think I was more interested in their music videos. As for goth bands, I don't know a ton of them, but I do like Switchblade Symphony. Which body part do you wish you could detach and why? The boobs. I really wish I could detach my boobs because when I'm trying to sleep at night, they are in the way a lot. But at the same time, I'm so forgetful, I would probably leave my house without them. Now, well, smoke session time. They're plenty big enough. I got a new bra in the mail and it's a 34G and it actually fits. Yes, 420 blaze it. I'm actually a medical marijuana user, so I get to do it legally. It's awesome. Other drugs I'm on are called Adderall and Saffris, and they're all three are prescribed to me by doctors. This comes from a dispensary bought legally. Yeah, I've tried Kratom. I prefer the medical marijuana. The CBD is very helpful for my inflammation. Let me see. I am missing things. So, what's invisible but you wish people could see? My pain. That's very easy because I have chronic invisible illnesses and I don't look like anything's wrong with me. But, cat, really? But I get pain every day, especially in my back and especially in my legs. And if people could see the pain I go through, I feel like they would be a little more sympathetic. Because as someone else, taking a walk over to the store is a simple thing. But for me, taking a walk over to the store can end up with pain all the way up to my neck. As for Advil, it's not that really like that type of pain. It's more intense. Basically, with fibromyalgia and peripheral neuropathy, my nerve endings are confused. With the fibromyalgia, my body puts me into pain when there shouldn't be any pain. So it's more like my brain and my nerve endings causing the pain than something real causing the pain. Advil isn't going to help that. Another thing from fibromyalgia is that when you do have pain, you feel it more intensely. So a stubbed toe, not always feeling like just a stubbed toe. It'll feel like you broke it. And if you have a little bit of stress in your back, all of a sudden the whole back hurts. Yes, I have a herniated disc and scoliosis in 2 places. And am I on the naughty or nice list this year? I'm pretty sure I'm on the nice list because I have been trying to be a nicer person for years. Am I ticklish? Yes, I am, and I will kick you right in the face if you tickle me. La la. The cat is really trying to steal my thunder. He's just running back and forth through the house for no reason. No idea why. Yeah, that comment of it could be way worse too. That's a big thing that I tell other people because with the peripheral neuropathy, I feel like itching instead of pain sometimes, so not that bad. Who is my muse or idol? Let's see. I'll have to think on that a second. My shoe size is about an 8, and I am a black belt in karate, actually. I haven't done karate in many years, but I don't have my belts anymore. I got rid of most of my equipment. I do have some of my equipment. Let me grab them. See, I've gotten too fat. I hit myself. I can't even remember how to do half the moves. There's like, I don't know. I just pull them out and dance around with them for exercise sometimes. And I drop it. Let me catch up on what was written here. I'm wearing socks. I'm not taking my socks off. My toes will be way too cold. I'm not taking my socks off, but I'm wearing cute socks. Yeah, I always have a couple of barefoot pictures saved on my phone, actually, just because I do have foot fans, always have. I first found out that I apparently have cute feet when I was like 16 and trying to get into modeling, believe it or not. And turned out to be a foot fetish guy, and because of my age, I couldn't do it. Yeah, well, guess what? Maybe if this was like a premium Snapchat or something, but, you know, I'm not trying to turn my YouTube into a foot fetish channel. It's not going to work out well for me anyway. I don't have the dedication to keep up with, like, that kind of stuff. I don't even schedule my posts here on YouTube. So actually trying to build up a foot fetish centered site and making money off of it. Yeah. Well, I've been out of the sex work industry for a while now. Mostly, let's see, the strangest fetish I know of. That's really hard because I try not to kink shame. Well, there's the world of adult babies and diaper lovers, and I wouldn't call it the strangest, but part of it is strange to me, which is actually going to the bathroom in the diaper. Like, I'm totally about regressing to childhood and exploring the kink world through that way. I'm fine with that, but I don't understand adults who want to poop in a diaper intentionally, not because they're incontinent, but because they want to. So I really don't like anything that has to do with bodily functions. I also don't like the porn where they're like gagging on saliva and vomits, pretty much. And let's see, what sex work did you do before? Well, mostly it had to do with my feet. I would get pedicures pretty much. Like, I would walk around outside, get my feet dirty, and then the person would wash my feet, give me a pedicure, foot massage, a little tickling, and it was pretty simple. There was also just pretty much dancing around wearing lingerie while the guy jerked himself off. Because it wasn't actual sexual contact, that was still legal. If I could meet anyone living or dead, who would it be? It would definitely be my mother, because she died before I ever got to meet her. And I would not make a fart video. Like I said, I don't have the ability to build up a sex work career at the moment, and I don't think I can fart on cue. That's making me laugh. Mike, to be honest, I did say that I'm pretty open to strange questions. But let's just tone it down then. Just tone it down a little bit on the sexual questions because yeah, yeah, they are. They're getting a little overly specific. I don't mind answering questions exactly. Don't need to get flagged. I don't mind answering questions that are a little out of the ordinary, but there's a limit. So let's do a different one that I wrote down. What clubs was I in school? Believe it or not, I was a big dork. I was in chess club and mock trial. So in chess club, we just played a lot of chess, and for mock trial, we pretended to be lawyers and have debates. And because of that, I'm able to debate for something that I don't actually support just because that's what the job entails. And I think it's why I'm pretty diplomatic now. I try to see both sides of an argument before making a decision. Limelight, Club Kids. I feel like these are references I should know based on my age, but I don't because I've always not been into the big things that other people are into. I've sort of always been a little bit of a hipster. I do support free speech, even if it's an opinion I don't agree with. I simply feel that people can disagree without being argumentative. I suppose that comes from mock trial. Being able to debate in a civil manner. It's okay to not agree about everything. It's not okay to just hurl insults. You have to have a reason for your opinion, and you need to be able to back it up with facts and your opinions without including emotion or getting aggressive. In fact, I think that you can really hurt the cause of whatever you're fighting for by being overly emotional. Monty Python? Ta-da. I haven't watched this one yet. I've seen Holy Grail, but I have to see this one. Okay, this is where I really out myself as not knowing things that other people do. I don't know who Ben Shapiro is. Top 3 favorite movies. Okay. Shawshank Redemption, Spirited Away, where do I put as my third? I'm going to go with Matilda. Matilda was my childhood favorite movie. Shawshank Redemption I can watch over and over again, and Spirited Away is my favorite animated movie of all time. I really, really related to Matilda, and I didn't even understand why until I learned a couple of things. First off, Matilda was hyperlexic. She taught herself how to read. 2, I'm hyperlexic. I taught myself how to read. I haven't seen Howl's Moving Cats in a long time. The thing that I have seen a lot is Nausicaa. Um, Rebel Saints. I'm not sure if it's a brand or whatever. I liked it because of this, and I do like the movie Schindler's List. I saw that when I was quite young. Uh, a lot of my ancestry is actually German. I'm German, Russian, and Hungarian. So it seemed important to my parents that I see it. Oh, it was about the Holocaust. It was about, man, it's been so long since I've seen it. It was about Schindler, and he had his list, obviously, very obvious name for the movie. And he was basically saving people by putting them on this list and getting them away from danger. And I remember when I first watched it, I didn't understand why the whole movie was in black and white and the one red shirt was red. And I remember crying my eyes out at the end of it, and haven't really watched it since, but I do actually own it on DVD somewhere so that I can watch it again. Yeah, well, I have several things in my head right now reading this. Wrote a sequel comedy called Schindler's List to get the party started. If we had another Holocaust, I would just really hope that they would get rid of the stupid people this time. The blood dress, it's still somewhere. I don't know where right now. I'm not good at keeping my stuff organized. Um, but it's somewhere. It's just not the right time of year to wear it. It's entirely too cold for a sleeveless dress right now. What is it I would want to be remembered for when I leave this place? Well, I really like helping people, helping my friends, being kind to others. I would hope to be remembered for my generosity, because right now I don't have much to give, but I still give, and I hope in the future when I have more funds that I can help people monetarily, and I'd also like to go into medicine so I can help people that way. So I would like to be able to live a generous life and be remembered as a generous person. Thank you. My favorite dessert for the beautiful soul, and my favorite pizza. Honestly, that could be all together. I would just get Domino's, and I would get a pizza, spinach and feta cheese, and I would get their marbled cookie brownie. Okay, those are two good questions there. Would you date a NEET? Do you know what a NEET is? I'm a NEET and find the dating scene hard. I have no idea what a NEET is. And if I could go back and stop the Holocaust, would I? Well, that's difficult because if you understand how time works and the continuum and the concept of space travel and paradoxes, just watch the show Continuum. If I went back in time and tried to change something, I could fuck everything up worse. So, ethically, I wouldn't change something in the past. I think I would only even be comfortable going to the future. I do like video games. Not in education, employment, or training. Girls think I'm lazy even though I'm rich. Well, if you're rich and not working just because you don't have to work, that is being lazy. That is. I'm disabled, so legally I don't have to work. I get money from the government so I can go to doctors. I've still put in job applications. NEET, not in education, employment, or training. NEET. Let's see. Alright, there's a lot of things coming up here. Do you in fact own a PS Triple? Don't know what that is, so no. Do I like video games? Yes. Do I like burgers? Sometimes. I prefer steak over a burger. My favorite video game right now is definitely The Sims. It's been The Sims for a long time, but there are other games that I play that I enjoy. I play them on Steam. I've got Graveyard Keeper, My Time at Portia, Stardew Valley, 2 Point Hospital. I like a lot of management and lifestyle sim games. Let me see. I have not played Fallout or Skyrim. I've seen someone play Skyrim, but I haven't played them personally. Would you date a badass motherfucker? I don't know. Would you date a HBIC? Stands for head bitch in charge. I just personally am not really looking into dating right now. Figured you'd say that. Damn straight I would. I feel like I've enjoyed being able to have my life to myself these past few years because ever since I hit dating age, I was just like a serial monogamist. Even as a teenager, I'd be with someone and then a week later someone else, and a week later someone else. And even if I broke up with someone, didn't get with someone right away, it was only like a week until I was with someone again. And I kept doing that into my 20s. So having these past few years to myself has been like a revelation. I've been able to get to know myself more. I've been able to work on myself more. And it's really nice to just be able to sit and watch whatever I want to watch on TV, not have to argue about a channel with someone, be able to go make myself whatever I want to eat, not have to worry about feeding another person. It's just been a lot better for me being able to focus on my health mentally and physically. So I feel like I'm still not going to be interested in dating for a while. And I get people all the time that hit on me and I turn them down. Hot Topic is sort of goth. It's more about music in general, punk, goth, alternative, hipster. You know, Hot Topic used to be like an actual music store that sold band merch. They just expanded. But it's got goth stuff in it. Yeah, they do have great gamer clothes now and fandom stuff like Harry Potter and Pokemon. I like to get my stuff there. Yeah, the true goth and punk shops you're not going to find. I'm done with bad boys. Do you think the sky being green and the grass being blue would be a visual improvement? No, I do not. Random, but you made a video on trauma. Okay, I cannot read that fast. But do you have PTSD? If so, how do you cope with it? I have PTSD and it's hard for me to leave my apartment. I have PTSD and I feel you on the difficulty of leaving the apartment. I have agoraphobia, so I don't like being out of my house for more than like a couple hours at a time, and that's always to go to a doctor, therapist, store, and then it's right home. I don't even like sitting in other rooms of this house. I like to be in my bedroom. I don't like to sit on the couch in the living room, watch TV out there. I just watch on my computer in my room. Yeah. Do you not see these big, thick curtains too? And I got the shades drawn. I've got white blocking curtains and black curtains. Like, very much. Yeah. And over there I've got the nice gaps where my cat has attacked the blinds, so I don't really get it as dark as I'd like. I have LED lights in here. Ta-da! That's the only reason it's even bright in here. With those off, it gets so much more dim. I live like a vampire. I really do. What did I do with my lighter? Oh, it's on the ground. I wouldn't recommend putting aluminum foil on the windows. My condo association would kill us. They fine us for stupid things, like I can't even put like window decorations. Alex Jones, the water's turning the frogs gay. Go take a bath. That's how I feel. If he was actually part of a marginalized group of people, maybe he'd give a shit about how marginalized people feel. So he should go take a bath, turn gay, and then listen to people spout shit against him about things that he can't help. 'Cause, like, I think he just blows off everyone hating on him because he's like, oh, whatever, I'm saying it, so they're mad just because I'm saying it, can't help it. But it's like, if they just hate on him for being gay, and he's like, but I can't help it, I took this bath, and now I can't help it, I'm gay, it just happened to me, and he would be all sad for the first time ever. He's a ridiculous man. He was good for entertainment value only. Like, I've seen his videos, and he's just like, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just watching him, like, cringe, what are you doing? So much cringe. He would be an epic gamer. That would be amazing to watch. The Illuminati. Conspiracy theories are interesting, though, especially because some of them have been true. there's been conspiracy theories that turned out to be true, and that just makes them a little more interesting. Even when you look at it and you're like, no, I really don't believe this. You can't help but to think, but what if it was true? I haven't even watched a flat earth video yet. I've read like articles, but I just I roll my eyes so hard I can no longer read. Chemtrails poisoning us? I think there's all kinds of stuff poisoning us. I would not be surprised if that were true. However, I haven't done a ton of research into it, so I I can't really form a solid opinion one way or another on that, because from things I've read, the so-called chemtrails are just like water vapor, exhaust, whatever. And if so, there's a possibility for there to be some chemicals coming out from however it's produced, but I don't think that's the same as intentional poisoning. Well, I have not seen anything about that. I have a Area 51. I 100% believe nobody, you need to learn how to spell, okay? Full grammar Nazi here. Learn how the fuck to spell. I hate typos. Whenever I type anything, I read it like 3 times after I've written it to check for typos. Like, oh, it's just hurting my eyes, dude. Okay, Area 51. I definitely believe that aliens exist. I believe that it is just far too improbable that we're the only life in this massive universe. I don't know if we've had visitors in Area 51 specifically, but I do believe that there's someone out there. They've probably made contact with us. There's probably proof somewhere. Area 51 seems like that's one place it would be. I think that there's probably other secret government sites around the world that have other evidence, to be fully honest. I really think that they're out there. I think they've visited and they've kind of. I'm actually a little bit into like this cult thing online. I'm not a super big watcher, but it's called Higher Self. Free shout out. And it's this whole idea about the galactic family and how there are aliens and they're watching us and protecting us and they're keeping us from interference with the evil aliens. And it's very fascinating. I'm not exactly inducted into the cult. I can tell that it's like a cult, so I'm not getting sucked into it. But I still can't help but to want to watch their videos and listen to their messages. And I just find it fascinating. I don't watch them religiously. I've seen them. I've definitely seen them. And I'm not joining anyone's cult. I will be making my own cult one day. Thank you very much. Why do you think we're here? I am inducting you right now. My vape popped open again. I would definitely. Would you ever do the spicy noodle challenge? Let me guess, that's the eating a bowl of spicy ramen noodles in one sitting or something. I could do that. I used to have more problems with spicy foods, and I'll definitely get acid reflux from it. But I like hot sauce on my tacos, not the mild, the hot sauce. You haven't heard of it? I saw it today that ginger wet boy. Skinny though, unlike me. He was like, I'm white. I can't eat this. Well, I'll make a note of that so I can make a video. Spicy noodle challenge. Spicy noodle challenge. So I have had gastric issues for a long time, so I haven't been able to handle spicy foods, but my gastric issues seem to be getting a lot better. So I think I would be willing to try. It'd be something I could do. Mike, it's literally just you get a bowl or packet of spicy ramen and you eat that. There's no one outside my window, but that there was a car door shutting outside. There's a porch between my window and the outside. So there, if you saw a shadow of the light or something, that was just one of the neighbors walking by. I live in a condo complex. Favorite serial killer? It's actually a serial killer couple. I forget their name. Let me look real quick. Take me a second. Okay. Myra Hindley and Ian Brady. During the 1960s, young lovers Miriam Hindley and Ian Brady traumatized Great Britain with their horrific Moor murders. Together, Hindley and Brady kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered 5 children ranging in age from 17 to 10. After strangling or stabbing their victims, the two would sometimes take pictures with their bodies at grave sites. Eventually, the two were turned in by Hindley's brother-in-law after he witnessed Brady killing the last victim. Despite confessing to all 5 murders, authorities were able to find 3 of the 5 gravesites in the Saddleworth Moors near Manchester. Hindley and Brady each received life in prison, and although Hindley died while incarcerated, Brady, who is concerned the driving force behind the murders, has been declared criminally insane. He's currently serving out his sentence in Ashworth Prison. And I found out about them by watching serial killer documentaries. Okay, bye. Bye, Ivy. No, I've not subscribed to PewDiePie. He just doesn't have the types of videos that I watch. I'm sure he's a good guy, but I don't watch the gaming channels. There's a word for people like Hitler. He wasn't the serial killer. He didn't kill the people himself. He directed others to do the killing. Yeah, I know. That's Charles Manson is also, he directed others to do the killing for him. And that's why I said I feel like there's a different word. I just don't know what the word is. I feel like there's a word that exists that I can't remember right now that describes exactly that situation. Well, in that case, I would consider Hitler to be more of a cult leader, if you're going by those terms, because that's what he had. He had a cult following that was blindly drinking in everything he said. Yeah, the Mansons killing an innocent pregnant woman is horrible. And people who kill pedophiles, they're still killers. They consider themselves to be the good guys. PewDiePie's #1 most subscribed YouTube. Yeah, even if PewDiePie drops from the #1 most subscribed channel, he'll still be the #1 most subscribed video blogger. Single person, not a company or anything. No, I never learned how to blow smoke rings. It's something you with the mouth motions. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I look. No, I don't know any vape tricks. I literally vape to get the nicotine. This is how I quit smoking cigarettes. I'm not really a vape bro like that. I don't actually, but I made some items on Etsy for someone. You can buy this if you like. Vaping THC, yes, but not with this. Of course, I don't know where it is. Here it is. Alright. So I've got this little thing. I'll show you how it works with dry bud. Because my THC cartridges are dead. But this is a dry herb vape. So you need to pack just a little bit in. Screw this together. Think I didn't have it tightened all the way. If I hold it for a couple seconds, it should heat up. There we go. And that's how I can try vape. I've never bothered much with spells and curses. I've done, other people I've seen call it Reiki, where you do hand healing, which not everyone believes in that, but I've done it. I also have, tarot deck. And I get these these times where out of nowhere I just get this feeling, and from that feeling I get an image in my head, and I see one of my friends and they seem to be upset in some way. And every time that happens, I go and I get up and I message them or I text them, and every time it's happened, they were in some sort of state of distress and they were looking for somebody to talk to. They were like reaching out. So I feel like they put some sort of distress signal into the energy of the world, and I somehow picked up on it. If that's not believing in magic, I don't know what is. I can try to blow a smoke ring. Oh my god! I can't believe I did it! I'm so impressed with myself. I've never, I never did that before. No, I can't play any instruments. I do like to sing. I think my voice could be better, but I enjoy singing. I haven't written in a long time, but I do write poetry. Let me see if I can get one of my poems real quick. Give me 1 minute. I actually have to go pee real quick. I do like to sing. I have to go pee real quick, and I want to see if I can grab a poem. Kitty. What's up, kitty cat? I'll leave the door open, kitty. Hi. Kitty cat. Okay. Alright, let me see what I missed. I'm glad I'm growing my hair back too. I'm gonna see how long I can grow it. I'm planning on getting clip-in extensions so that I can have it fuller, because as my hair gets longer, it gets a lot thinner. I have a poem I wrote a long time ago. It's not exactly rap style. I've got something else for that if I can dig that up real quick. Kitty. But this is something I wrote in school. It's in sonata style. I spoke last night to the moon. I asked of her, looking up high, do those birds in yonder sky, do they love as we do? Do they feel the tear in their hearts as they tear through the sky? I question you, Do the stars up there, do they cry as we do? Do they mourn the lost love of the other stars, weeping out their sorrow? The moon gave no reply. I went home and slept, murmuring these same thoughts to my pillow. I returned the next night. The moon peeked through the clouds, gaunt and sly. I spoke to it softly, and not for long. Moon, I know why you gave no reply, so I ask in vain. For the birds that suffer, they weep out their sorrow, we call it song. The stars that are burdened, they let down their tears, we call it rain. Moon sighed as I walked away. I knew the answer not spoken by the heavens above. The whole universe suffers in harmony from that one universal thing called love. I don't know that I have any more of my poetry in here. Here's one of my old karate things. This was from my brown belt. Oh, want to see? This was me in high school. Yes. Here's another one with my pink hair. This was back in the MySpace days. I was kind of cyber goth. I've got a bunch of random stuff in here. I'm not seeing any more poetry though. I don't know what I do with things. Yeah, I actually used to be really like shy and nerdy and wore like pretty lame clothes. And then I became friends with someone and she helped break me out of my shell. And I basically found black lipstick and Hot Topic and I went crazy. I had like trip pants with the big chains, all kinds of stuff. And I loved it. It was to the point that, yeah, see me shy and nerdy, it would be weird. I'm so out there now. Like, my style just became very loud. And I've loved it. And the attention I get is great too. Like, especially when I wear my wigs. I've got different wigs up here. Little kids love it. People underestimate how much little kids like it when people dress crazy. I tell little kids that I just decided to play dress up forever. I don't know what my phone's alerting me about, that's why I picked it up. Okay. Here we go. Trade chat. Yeah. I definitely dressed up more back when I was in high school, so that's why those outfits are so out there. But I still like dressing up crazy to this day. I still have my pictures out from when I went to. Here we go. Here's a picture of me in karate. Let's see if I can find. And here is me back when I was very shy, before I got any semblance of style. And then myself and the friend that helped break me out of my shell. So me, my friend Jess. Kitty, would you stop chewing on random things? I fed you. Hey, Kitty, stop it. Get away. I wasn't dressed as a clown. I was dressed like an elephant in baggy gray sweatpants. Like, that was a look. Trying to get the light not streaming in as much. So, it has been a little over an hour. So, I think that I'm going to do a few more questions, and then I need to get myself some food. I'm drinking coffee. I don't know what Darjeeling is. But I thought we actually ended up covering, do I believe in life on other planets? So I figured I'm going to go with a good one to end this with. Do I believe in life after death? And I actually enjoy The Egg Theory by Andy Weir, which shows reincarnation. And it's really an interesting video. I can actually, I'll link to it in the description of this after I've posted it. But it's showing a person being reincarnated at different times throughout history so that they're getting all different experiences for their soul to grow. And I think I would rather just throw the link to it in the description of this because it's so good and so worth watching. And I like the one version of it more than the other, so I can grab that link. Let me get it right now. I'll also toss it into the chat here. Alright, I've got the link. I'm going to throw it into the chat right now. And I'll put it in the description of this for people who decide to watch later. But that's basically what I've come to feel I believe life is like after death. That we're born into another life of some sort, whether it's human or animal or maybe as aliens. Who knows? But I really do hope you watch that because it's meaningful to me. I've watched it a lot and I'll actually watch it after I finish up here. So, are there any last minute questions before I go get myself some food? Well, I thank you for joining me. Especially, that's my second time ever doing them, so get some practice in, I guess. Thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I enjoy being able to just sit and talk about things, and I think I would enjoy doing this more often. You know, there were more people than I expected who showed up, and I had fun answering questions. I like answering questions. I'm weird, and I've always got a story to tell about something. So this was fun for me. I feel like I got to express myself well, and I've been able to talk for almost an hour and a half straight between this and the first part. So, yeah, I'm gonna sign off now, get myself something to eat, and I'm gonna end this how I end many of my videos with take care of yourself and love yourself.